Delicious, meat nutritious, and the snack that packs a real protein punch, Wonderful Pistachios. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value and making Wonderful Pistachios one of the highest protein nuts out there. But perhaps more than that, I love all of the flavors they have. Their sea salt and vinegar ones are my favorite when I'm craving that flavor, but still want to keep it healthy. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Wonderful Pistachios come in a variety of flavors like chili roasted, honey roasted, smoky barbecue, and jalapeno lime, to name a few. Perfect for enjoying with family or friends and taking them with you on the go. Whether you're a pistachio purist who loves cracking open every nut, or you prefer the convenience of no-shells pistachios, Wonderful Pistachios has got you covered. Grab Wonderful Pistachios and elevate your snacking game today. So fill up with a healthy snack when hunger strikes. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. That's wonderfulpistachios.com.
Your brain needs support, and new Ollie Brainy Chews are a delightful way to take care of your cognitive health. Made with scientifically backed ingredients like Thai ginger, L-theanine, and caffeine, Brainy Chews support healthy brain function and help you find your focus, stay chill, or get energized. Be kind to your mind and get these nootropic chews at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 3166, Bring Back Your Childhood Dreams by Chris of KeepThrifty.com, and I'm Justin Malik. And we're going to jump right into today's post as we optimize your life. Bring Back Your Childhood Dreams by Chris of KeepThrifty.com. Some people have great clarity of what's on their bucket list, the things that they want to accomplish with their life. But others struggle, not even knowing where to start. If you're struggling with finding big dreams worth chasing, consider seeking inspiration from a younger version of yourself. Digging up your childhood dreams. Children have an amazing ability to dream, to think of possibilities for the future without care for what's possible, practical, or socially acceptable. As we get older, our vision for our lives tends to narrow as we're influenced by the messages we get from our peers, media, and advertising. Some of this shift comes under the guise of practicality, but too often we end up discarding dreams that could be worth pursuing. As my wife and I have explored goals in our own lives, one of the recurring things we've seen is how the spirit of our childhood dreams still speak to us. So think back to your childhood. What did you want to be when you grew up? How did you picture your life? Where would you live? Where would you travel? How would you spend your days? Do any of those dreams still speak to you? A little white shack. When my wife Jamie was young, she dreamed of living in a little white shack with the love of her life and kids. She didn't dream of having a ton of possessions or living in luxury, just being close to the people that mattered most to her and focusing on quality time together. Our grown-up sensibilities would tell us that our path should have been climbing the corporate ladder, upsizing to a bigger house, and pursuing the material goods that show you've made it. But her dream as a child was a pure and honest reflection of her character. Raw and unfiltered, it reflects her true priorities that I share. Over the last few years, we've shed the possessions that didn't add value to our life and downsized to a space that suited a more moderate lifestyle. With our recent purchase of a small piece of land, we now have plans to build our little white shack and make that dream come true. What if your dream isn't all that practical, though? It's easy enough to minimize and downsize, but what about a dream that seems unachievable? Reframing dreams using whys. Maybe as a kid, you wanted to be an astronaut. While certainly a legitimate profession, it's not exactly the easiest job to get into. There are only about 150 in the world at any given time. Setting that as your goal now may be the right move. If you're all in, I say go for it. But if it's out of reach or something would disqualify you altogether or conflicts with other goals you have, you needn't give everything up. You just need to reframe it. A great method to doing this is to use the why method. Let me explain. We all did this as kids, so it should be easy to resurrect. Don't accept your goals at face value. Ask why. Then ask why again and again and again until you get to an answer that speaks to the heart of what your goal truly was. So let's play through the astronaut example. I want to be an astronaut. Why? I wish I could get into space. Why? I love the thought of floating in zero gravity. Why? The thought of feeling weightless sounds so freeing. Why? Because I'd be like a bird, able to soar without touching anything. As we went through these questions, each answer led to something more practical and more actionable. By the end, we have a target that still accomplishes the goal without all the constraints and challenge of becoming an actual astronaut. We can get to the heart of the dream, being able to soar, in a variety of ways. Save up $5,000 and go on a zero-gravity flight. Get a pilot's license, or try out hang gliding. Any of these are significantly more achievable than becoming an astronaut, but still embodies the spirit of the original dream. If you had wanted to be an astronaut as a kid, you now have 3 really cool options that you can put on your list and start pursuing. Whys in action. As a kid, I wanted to do a ton of things when I got older. I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to run my own business and create software. Any of these might be possible, but doing all simultaneously by those definitions would probably require a cloning machine. By using whys, though, I've been able to get to the core of each of these in a way that makes them achievable regardless of my situation. I said I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but what I really wanted was to bring people joy, to make them laugh. I get a chance to try this with my wife and kids every day, much to their chagrin, with my cheesy sense of humor. I said I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad, but what I really wanted was to be a present father, to give my children love and attention. I get a chance to do this with the time we carve out together for movie nights, daddy-daughter dates, and everywhere in between. I said I wanted to be a teacher, but what I really wanted was a chance to share knowledge and help others. I get to do this through this blog, sharing what I've learned and learning from my readers as well. I said I wanted to run my own business and create software. What I really wanted was a chance to create something meaningful and impactful that I own end to end. The work I've done the last 2 years with this blog and with my app, Thrifty, have been a great way to fulfill this. What were your dreams? As you look for inspiration and for dreams worth chasing, think back to what you wanted as a kid. Dig into each possibility with the goal of finding the heart of what that dream was really about. And when you get there, you'll likely find a world of opportunity and excitement for the future. Happy dreaming. You just listened to the post titled, Bring Back Your Childhood Dreams by Chris of keepthrifty.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
At Evernorth Health Services, we believe costs shouldn't get in the way of life-changing care, and we're doing everything in our power to make it possible. Behavioral health solutions that also keep your projections at their best? It's possible. Pharmacy benefits that benefit your bottom line? It's possible. Complex specialty care that cares about your ROI? It's possible. Because we're already doing it. All while saving businesses billions. That's Wonder made possible. Learn more at evernorth.com/wonder.
Thank you to Chris. I think this could work the other way around too. So for example, when I was a kid, and my mom remembers this well, I wanted to be a pediatrician with 4 kids, and even in a specific order, boy, girl, girl, boy. But that's definitely not what I want now. Using the why method, I think I just wanted to help kids my age at that time. Now it's more about helping anyone at any age by sharing great articles. Pretty close. After that, I wanted to work in an office, well, have my own office actually. But now my office is in my house, and I much prefer that, and working for myself instead of for someone else. Using the why method, I think I just wanted status, which actually isn't important to me now. So I think it could also give us a bit of perspective of where we came from and see how we changed over the years and what it is that we truly want now. And if we're there, or if there's something else we should be working on to get there. And of course, keeping in mind that always searching for the next best thing will constantly leave us unsatisfied, which is what we talked about yesterday and the day before. If you want more about making life pleasurable as it is now and having enough, I'd recommend checking out the previous 2 episodes. And speaking of status, I have an article about that tomorrow, coincidentally, so be sure to check that one out too. But that'll do it for today. Hopefully this one helps you in your journey. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Friday show, where your optimal life awaits.